Hey everyone, welcome to Uncomplicate by Freshworks, where we answer one question every day with one expert. So, in case you're listening to this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Today I have Asad Zaman, who's the managing director of a sales talent agency. Welcome to Uncomplicate, Asad.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to speak with you.
Yes. The question that Asad is going to answer today is going to be, very useful, especially for early stage founders, because he's going to talk about a role, which is going to kind of bring the money into your company. Hiring and training, or rather upskilling, salespeople, who are very young, right? So let's say you've hired a fresher who is a salesperson. How do you upskill, train them to be a rock star? So Asad, tossing it up to you.
Perfect. It's something I can talk about for like a whole day or maybe days. So it's going to be fun to put it all together in a couple of minutes. I think it's something that companies have to spend a lot of time thinking about and have the right strategy for. As an organization, this is our main focus. So we've obviously studied this over many, many years. And we think of it like this. Before you can think about equipping them for success, you've got to make sure you're making the right investment. You're hiring the right people. And at the junior level, you're mainly hiring for potential, talent. They're not experienced enough for you to study their experiences and really gain too much knowledge from that. What you're looking to see is, does this person have the right potential for me to invest in, for them to become something valuable for my organization? And so we look at this as analyzing talent. We've got a framework that we've developed for it. It's called DNA PRO. PRO is for experience, and so we're going to leave that out for this discussion. Talent is DNA. So the three things we look for when we are analyzing talent are, does the person have drive? Drive for us is work ethic and resiliency. Essentially, if this person has a goal at the other side of a wall, will they run through, punch through, jump over, dig under to get to that goal? If that's there, hard work and resiliency is in this person's character, we then see if they've got the right nature. Do they have emotional intelligence? Are they empathetic? Very important in sales, right? Like in sales, you are selling solutions. You're dealing with many different people internally and externally. There are all sorts of personality types that you have to be able to connect with. So it's important to understand, can you do that? And nature and empathy is what we test for over that. The last part is acumen. Is this person naturally curious and intelligent enough to become an expert and develop business acumen? So that's the first part. You identify talent. The next thing is you need to attract them to your opportunity. If you're a tech company in a major city where there are a lot of tech companies, then everybody wants these people, right? So you've got to be able to attract them to your organization. And for that, there are many ways to think about it. For me, simply, I think they're looking for three things. They're looking to see if they are inspired by the problem you solve in your organization. Are they inspired? Great. Then, will you provide the infrastructure, onboarding, training, development, and leadership for them to become the best versions of themselves that they can be, right? And if that's there, then will they be able to make lots of money in your organization and grow within it as well? Those are the three fundamentals that junior people are looking for to see if they want to work for you. So now, what we've done is we've identified the right type of people to hire. We have now attracted them to the organization, and essentially the work really begins now. So you're making investments here, right? And so you want to know how to protect your investment. So you have to, through onboarding and equipping them, you are going to be protecting that investment. We think a salesperson has a hierarchy of needs, much like Maslow's hierarchy of needs that we study in school. A salesperson's hierarchy of needs is basically they need your company to have a good value proposition. They need you to have proof that this value proposition is valuable by clients buying it through, and you having proof in terms of case studies, references, that type of thing, that there are realistic targets and engaged support within your organization, and there's opportunity for growth. So if that's there, I think when we look and we see where do companies make most of their mistakes, it's usually unrealistic targets and engaged support. Let's talk about the engaged support part. Engaged support's interesting because how you manage a junior person in the first month, the 5th month, and the 9th month is very different. So essentially, a person is going through 4 stages when they join your company. The first stage is they come in and their confidence is really high and their skill set in your job is very low. But they're excited. They've gone through the interview process. They've won it. You've told them they'll be great. They think they're going to do amazingly. They think essentially they're going to knock it out of the park on day one. Then they realize once they've joined your organization, that's not true. I didn't knock it out of the park on day one. And their confidence takes a dip. Their skill set is still pretty low. That's stage number 2. The third stage is now they've been there for a while. They've been trained, they've been developed, they've had some wins, their skill sets developed out, and their confidence is creeping back up, but they're still not sure if it's luck or if it's them. Did that deal close because of me, or did I just get lucky over here? And then the final stage is high confidence, high skill set. How you manage people through all these 4 stages is different. Essentially, early on, you are building a foundation, onboarding, training, hand-holding, teaching, micromanaging. Those are the things you care about then. As a person develops out, you need to give them creative freedom. You need to coach them and develop them and support them versus handhold them. And that's the shift that has to happen as they move on. Your highest risk stages for you to potentially lose a person are stage 2 because they're scared, and stage 4 because they're bored. And so you need to have strategies in place to make sure you're mitigating your risk in each of those stages. Yeah. So that is how you equip a person for success at the junior level in the first year. First, you find the right person. You make sure you're attracting the best of them to your organization, and then you protect that investment by covering their needs and providing them with a really good talent development program.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, at the end of each episode, Azad, I kind of do the job of kind of encapsulating whatever you have told. I think you've taken my job for the day, not just by providing valuable insights, but also by kind of encapsulating whatever I had to do. So you made my job very easy.
There we go.
So thank you for joining us for this episode of Uncomplicate Azad. It was a pleasure hosting you.
It was great to be here. Thank you so much. I love what you're doing. Good luck with everything.